Hello there and welcome to my more gaming hot takes. I don't have to say anything, it's in the title. Uh but it's more, I guess, will be specific to Hogwarts Legacy, which I don't really care about, but I do enjoy some hot gaming takes. Hot takes. Whatever you want to call them. Because in this videos I might come as uh normal to you, or insane, maybe smart, maybe stupid. It's all random. It's all unscripted, at least from me. If you agree or disagree, just leave comments. Maybe we'll have a discussion. I don't know. What I do know is that like, comment, subscribe, become a member, and let's begin. How do I do this? This button? Yes. Haven't done this in a while.
There you are, casting spells in your open world Harry Potter game, and all of a sudden, you're a bigot. You didn't ask for this.
Oh, I remember that video.
Choose this. Yet there it is. What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today
I wonder if it's gonna go further than separate the art from the artist. Probably not. Judging from what is going on around Hogwarts Legacy, that's how it is. That's how I hear it. Like, if you separate the art from the artist, even though the person that the problem is with very, very far removed from the art already, still. But if it's gonna be about just problems with the game, I am curious, because I didn't play the game. I don't really have an interest to play in the game. I did see like movies. I know what Hogwarts is and what it's all about. I watched Harry Potter, and there was a moment in my life where I wanted to buy books to read them. I didn't, but I watched them, so I know like the lore, I guess.
Putting on our hazmat suits and
at least a
jumping
bit.
headfirst into what is possibly the most toxic discourse around a video game
I am sick still.
Since The Last of Us Part 2. Now, unlike many of the hot takes that will be presented in this video, I completely understand if you don't want to watch this video and you don't care about any of the political, social issues people have been talking about surrounding Hogwarts Legacy. If you want to play a video game,
I don't really care about it.
You do not have to be an activist. Now, I did talk about this on my second channel, Actman TV, in a separate video, so go subscribe there and check that out if you're curious and you want more of this content. With that being said, let's discuss
I didn't know there was a second channel
of Hogwarts Legacy. Because while it seemed to have started with good intentions, that's how the road to hell is paved. It started off as a unified boycott on the r/gaming circle jerk subreddit and other internet forums like Reset Era.
It is an army bred for a single purpose: to destroy the world of gaming.
It began to spread to other parts of the internet like Twitter, and a lot of people were just ripping
on
J.K. Rowling, which is totally fine and fair. But at some point, it went from memes and a boycott into attacking anyone who was remotely excited for the game.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yep.
This is the line you are not supposed to cross.
Step over this line. Just step over that line. Oh, you stepped over the line.
As shocking as it is to hear this, there are people on this planet who don't spend every waking moment stalking J.K. Rowling's social media posts.
It's impossible.
Some of these people have no idea what she's said in the past, and now suddenly these
I only know
Harry Potter fans
from people
are
like
being
that.
told that they're a bigot.
Please do not support the upcoming.
Like, I only know what she said because people were talking about what she said. I've never seen her say it. Never watched any interviews or read her Twitter account or anything wherever she said it. I don't care.
Hogwarts Legacy game. The reason being is that you may not be aware that by supporting this title, you are essentially aligning yourself with some really heinous transphobic values.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
The boycotters...
Yeah, it's not... It's too far-fetched. I don't know. Sure, she gets a cut from... Wait, we actually don't know if she gets a cut from people buying the game. It could have been a flat rate that they bought the rights from her and they made the game. That's it. It doesn't matter if you buy the game or if you boycott the game. She might not get any more money. Who knows? We don't know her contract, right? Unless it was leaked and I just don't know about it or something. I don't know. Probably not. Oh, I know about this too. It's Girlfriend reviews? Is that what it is?
Started berating others. You are a bad person. You have terrible morals and are hurting trans people by purchasing this game. You are advocating for their genocide.
Jimmy, we still got some of that transphobe propaganda.
Wait, so being transphobic is for genocide? I get your values with trans people and stuff. I am in support of them, but genocide? That's a bit of a leap, don't you think?
What you talking about, that wizard game? Yeah, the franchise where if you like it, you're harboring hatred and you're calling for the extermination of trans people. Do you actually believe that? Shit, nigga, I got a 5th grade reading level. Of course I do.
If you spend any
What?
money on Harry Potter products, you are a bad person, is essentially what the boycott turned into. But these people used such absurd appeals to emotion.
Yeah.
Right? Like, not everybody who touches Harry Potter is instantly transmogrified into a hateful bigot. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Is every game journalist, critic, and content creator who covers this game as part of their job now a terrible person? No. Are all the
Only
people
if they
going to
give
Harry
it a
Potter Land
1 out of
Universal
10 or
Studios
whatever.
bigots?
No.
So, where did these boycotters come up with this idea? I had to get to the bottom of it, as it was the crux
Like,
of their argument.
just enjoying the Harry Potter and their world, like the world of Harry Potter, of Hogwarts. I don't know, maybe there's a bigger term, Potter universe, the PCU, Potter Cinematic Universe. I don't know. I'm talking about the games here. Just supporting that is not supporting, enjoying that does not mean you support what Rowling said outside of the books. Like,
JK herself has said that purchasing anything that she helped to create is a statement of support for her and her views. Did she now? This is
where?
something I've heard a lot of people say ad nauseum. Now, one person who said this, I asked them for a source, and their reply was to tell me, go Google it, and then they blocked me. Which is always a good sign, right? When you're like, hey, can I validate the truth of what you're saying? And they're like, nope, bye. As it happens, I found the quote they're referencing, and it's a tweet.
Okay,
from
you
J.K.
have.
Rowling. Now, again, whatever you think about her, I'm just trying to set the record straight on everything. Now, remember, the entire argument that buying Hogwarts Legacy is an endorsement of J.K. Rowling and all her beliefs hinges on this one single quote. Someone tweeted at her, how do you sleep at night knowing you've lost a whole audience from buying your books? J.K. responded, I read my most recent royalty checks, and I find the pain goes away pretty quickly.
Okay.
So what does this have to do with her beliefs?
That's a fair response,
Well,
pretty much.
I'll tell you. Absolutely fucking nothing.
I mean, it's a dumb premise to begin with, right? The idea that purchasing a product is like an endorsement
It's a support,
or a validation of someone's beliefs. Like, even if J.K. Rowling said that, she'd be an idiot. Because if paying someone money is an endorsement, then all of us...
And some people think she's already an
going
idiot,
to
so
hell.
that
Buying
wouldn't
or
have
playing
helped.
Hogwarts Legacy is not an endorsement of anything besides, I want to play this game. I want to try it out. It looks fun. But this tweet isn't even about...
If you buy a game, the only support I see is that you support the developer that made the game. That people who directly worked at the game, maybe. But that's it, not who created the universe originally, like 20 years ago, or maybe more than that, whenever the first book came out. Like, nothing like that. Just the specific thing. Like, if I buy and play the Telltale Game of Thrones, I forgot the title, game, I'll buy that to play. I'm not gonna be supporting the TV series and George R.R. Martin, who possibly had nothing to do with the Telltale game at all. I don't know that. It's just an example. Like, I just buy the game because I kind of want to play it, and not because I want to support the TV show makers and the book creator. Like, sure, maybe if you watch the Game of Thrones itself, that would be more of a support of George R.R. Martin, because he did help making the show, especially in the beginning. I think he kind of left around some kind of season. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to bullshit my way through this. I'll just say I don't know. But
about that. So the idea that royalties she collects from sales of Hogwarts Legacy go towards like these funds and campaigns to wipe trans people off the planet, it falls
If she even gets royalties from it, it all depends on the contracts that they signed.
And read the words in English.
If they sign up for royalties or not.
Validation of her beliefs. It's
probably.
validation that people still love her work. That she makes money and doesn't give a fuck what you think. So now the obvious question is why the Harry Potter game? Why this? Out of all of J.K. Rowling's sources of incomes, why is this the thing that people are targeting?
Well, why are you so fixated on this game? It's funny, because that's actually my question as well. Why are you so fixated on this game? It just seems so odd to me that out of every avenue she gets money from, you decided to go after this Warner Brothers video game that she's not even involved with. But I think I know why.
Yeah.
Because it's easier. You get to get out of bed, pajamas on, go right onto your keyboard and type in Harry Potter game bad. Therefore, I'm a good person. At some point, these movements like always get hijacked by disingenuous individuals trying to look like the good guy for some type of purpose or validation.
You see, my goal is to expose these boycotters for what they really are.
That's quite possible.
So even though these people have no legitimate claim that we're all bigots, I can still respect their desire to boycott something, because it sure as shit ain't my place to tell you how to ethically spend your money. So don't tell me what to do. Do we have an accord? Good, let's shake on it. But nope, that's not how these folks operate. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Now, once the game in early access, the boycott really started to spiral into pure degeneracy.
I wanted to swear less. Damn
Have they streamed that wizardinggame.com? Find out if anyone you follow on Twitch has streamed that new wizard game.
That's such an attack website, yeah.
This is a really productive use of everyone's time. Like, what the fuck, dog? You took time out of your day to make this database, then deleted it like 6 hours later.
Oh, it was deleted. I kind of wanted to check myself there, if I even will pop up as a streamer at all. Probably not.
The second he starts getting flack, he cowers back in his molehill. You're a pussy. I also love the irony of him being afraid to say the name of the game. I think there was a similar concept like that in the books, maybe. So they tried bullying others into not streaming the game. Some succeeded.
So they get royalties from the website.
One such streamer was Hassan Piker, who's one of the biggest on Twitch. Now, he wanted to stream the game.
He's very political.
And do a fundraiser on those streams with charity funds that would go towards helping trans people, a noble cause. Luckily, his audience was apparently successful in convincing him not to play the game and not to raise money for that charity.
Everybody was like, don't play it, don't do it. Don't fucking, don't play it and fundraise.
Good job, guys.
Trans Lifeline by playing that game. Okay, I won't. It's too much of a headache.
Way to go, guys. Good job.
Yeah, great. You've done it. You succeeded.
Congratulations
Activism
on one of the biggest
doing correctly?
from raising money for a cause you all pretend to care about. Real class act.
Nicely done, gentlemen. Your work here today has made the Chancellor a very happy man.
The only reason why I'm not playing this game, and I know a bunch of other people are not playing this game, is because we know that it's not worth it to get fucking bullied endlessly and called transphobic endlessly.
You know, part of me is like, Hassan, why should you give a fuck what these people think? But the
it's like, out of everyone to like get bullied for whatever their beliefs are, real or not, Hassan should be like very far away from it. Or like, I don't know how I've made the sentence. He would be like the person who gets a lot of criticism for his beliefs, real or not, like made up, calling him, can I say the word Nazi in videos? I don't know, but calling him that, I already said the word, might as well, like calling him that even though he's not or whatever.
Stands that like
he should be fine.
Toxic, divisive topic to your audience. Like, I totally understand as a content creator just not wanting to deal with that at all, but it's fucking wild that this man is getting any shit at all for talking about Hogwarts Legacy when he just used his platform to raise over $1 million for victims of the earthquake.
Damn,
these people
I didn't look at the number.
Don't care about charity. We saw this with Mr.
Over $1 million.
You can do the nicest things and they will still hate you. So
yes, people will find reasons to hate other people.
So after the boycott resulted in
that has been happening since the beginning of the human race.
The boycotters showed their true colors after exhausting all their options. They have resorted to spoiling the game's story and ending.
Oh, I've heard of that too, yeah.
Possible. I kind of figured this would happen, you know? The boycotters,
they played the game.
They were.
What we thought they were.
True degenerates. It was never about doing something positive or improving the lives of trans people. They simply wanted to ruin this piece of media for you. That was their true goal. The boycotters
are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were.
Of all the marginalized
Jesus
communities
Christ.
out there, the trans
I read
community
like
is
half of that
arguably the
tweet
worst served
or
by
message.
supposed advocates. Couldn't have said it better myself. If their goal was to lower overall revenue for this game, they utterly failed at that. And if their goal was to promote positivity towards the trans community, they have failed because they continue to portray themselves as deranged lunatics representing that community.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Good to see the boycott
Like,
naturally turned.
if they are from the community, from the trans community, if they are trans or allies, is that the word people use? For the trans community, they make that community seem so incredibly toxic that even though I am in support of trans people, like, if you, like, want to change your gender or whatever, you shouldn't be, like, you're still a human being, you shouldn't be ostracized or whatever, you shouldn't be hated for it, it's your choice, it's your body, you do whatever you want. Like, that's my take on it. But I don't want to be seen like an ally to people like that, to people who just bully, to people who create that website that was made specifically to bully others. Like, what in the hell?
I
don't know. It's weird.
To boot. Think I'll take 2 copies of Hogwarts Legacy now. So you're going to buy a pro-slavery game twice to own the trans community?
Where did that come from? I actually saw this. I think I saw a screenshot of this, not the actual response. But pro-slavery? What? Did I miss? Well, I probably did miss something that Rowling said, but how did we get from here to there?
You're a talker. Listening to talkers makes me thirsty.
You don't seem to
I watched this on Twitter today.
I understand that if any more words come pouring
No,
out your
yesterday.
mouth,
I'm going to have to buy every single copy of Hogwarts Legacy in this GameStop. You spent your whole life reviewing video games. You're gonna die for Hogwarts Legacy.
Someone is.
Someone is.
I guess
someone
my
is,
black
yes,
ass playing this game now supports slavery. Good lord.
You
Yeah.
didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this.
Like, okay, so it's one thing to say
Yeah,
like
and
the
the
game is
Counter-Strike make you a
but
terrorist
pro-slavery?
video, I remember it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But gee, with so many people taking a stand against this hateful filth, it must have had a huge negative impact on Hogwarts Legacy, its sales, review scores,
Yeah,
viewership,
it's
and
incredible.
Steam
It
charts, right?
synced immediately.
Hogwarts Legacy is officially the #1 single-player game ever streamed on Twitch.
Yeah.
Surely
It didn't make it to
review
top of
scores impacted-
Steam lists, but it is quite high up there.
Oh god, Steam charts, help me out here. Wait a minute. These numbers are all from before the game actually launched? You mean these are all players who pre-ordered the deluxe edition for early access?
Yep.
Well, boycotters, I only
The
got
early
one
access
thing to say to
thingy.
you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I already got the title for J.K. Rowling's next book, Harry Potter and the Law of Unintended Consequences. You've probably seen many people and posts in response to some of these batshit takes saying something like, okay, I wasn't going to buy the game, but now I am.
If you
Yeah.
just say Harry
I'm
Potter's
not-
written by a transphobe, so you're transphobic for watching it, and then leave it at that.
Like, I've seen takes. Oh, it's from the stream for the. God, what a Chad. I want to do this someday. I want to be not like a million. I never want to be that big, but I want to do charity streams when, like, if I can. That would be cool. I want to help people. Anyway, I forgot my thought. They actually worked like against themselves by making it's free PR for the game, essentially. Not because of not necessarily because of you support transphobia if you buy the game. I've seen takes like that being like, you stop advertising to me, I already bought it or whatever. But just mentioning the game over and over again, making it reach outside of circles, like maybe there was a Harry Potter fan who doesn't normally play games. They didn't know the game's coming out because they're outside of the gaming circle. But now, because of you, they've heard of the game and they bought the game because they enjoyed the universe. Don't really care of what the original creator of the universe had to say about trans people or whatever. Like, you worked against yourself doing that. But then, yeah, I agree with this that you could have said you support that. That would be your opinion, your take on it. It's not a good one, but at least it doesn't bring much more attention to the game. But then you go like pro-slavery stuff, and it's like gets memed, so it gets even more attention. It gets more people know about this, and more people buy the game overall. More people buy it than people who boycott it. It's just a shit take that was maybe originally going from like a support for trans community because of the transphobia comments that Rowling did, but overall it backfired, it got reversed, it got annihilated.
You're not actually advancing something. For me, this is more about unsuccessful and successful protest movements and how
my fever is rising because I'm talking a lot.
Lasering in on certain things that otherwise are counterproductive.
Their methods of boycotting are so obnoxious and in your face that they have actually become counterproductive to the cause itself.
Yeah,
this one dude posted
exactly what I'm saying.
And this guy said,
very
I beat
poorly.
The game already, but good try. Glad you enjoyed your Nazi propaganda.
Like, it's nothing.
That is a reach so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Noble team could grab it. I have to stop doing
the Halo reference, I think. I don't know. There's like it's pro transphobia. Like, sure, I can see you saying that because of the comments on that, but then saying it's pro slavery, it's Nazi propaganda, it's that, it's this, it's that has. Game has nothing to do with. It even has, like, if you're gonna go that route, the developers went against that transphobia stuff and they made characters that are LGBT, Q, whatever the alphabet. They made characters like that in the game, and they made a trans character in the game. Like, isn't that a sign that developers of the game do not support what Rowling said before? Like, shouldn't that be enough? I don't know.
Doing hot takes videos, okay? The scarlet brain rot is infecting me. The boycott it's effectively become like those people that throw tomato sauce on
I hated this when this happened.
Something, I guess, and everyone's like, "Wow, that's a pretty douchey thing to do."
Like, I'm not into the art. Like, I'm not. I don't really care about it. I think I know this painting. I think is it Van Gogh? Or am I mixing it with the Field of Sunflowers? I don't know. I'm not into the art. But what does this do? Is it because it's an oil painting, right? I think that's the reason. It's using oil for paint. But now that oil, instead of being used for paint, now it's wasted entirely. Now it was used for nothing. Hooray? I don't know, maybe painting was cleaned? Like, I'm still surprised that the paintings are this in the open. Like, I don't know.
Don't want to be associated with whatever you're boycotting or whatever you're
protesting. Yeah, I want to... Like, I'm all for fighting climate change. This is not the way to do it. I would hate to be associated with people like that. Same as people who, like, say Hogwarts Legacy is pro-slavery or pro-Nazi.
Because you seem like a fucking dickhead. Bro,
yeah.
I heard about people going to movie theaters and spoiling The Force Awakens when it came out. And those people deserve to have their ass beat. Like,
yes. Wait, why?
Enjoyment out of other people's lives.
Is Force Awakens pro something as well?
Do you know what Schadenfreude is?
No, I do not know what Schadenfreude is.
I got a new boycott tactic for you guys. Why don't you light yourself on fire? But let's take a look at some of the mainstream critics.
That would have been,
because I'm sure we'll find much more
saving
critiques
less
on
waste.
Hogwarts Legacy from professionals, right? When the story for Hogwarts Legacy was revealed in a trailer, people immediately noticed how wrong it felt to have the plot revolve around crushing a rebellion led by an oppressed race. The game is about keeping those uppity Jews in their place.
Oh, I've seen
Did
that,
Kanye
yeah.
write that review? Game journalists when they see a goblin in a fantasy world. Is this a Jew? Let's talk about bullying.
I mean,
for
I think I know where they're coming from. It's because they work in a bank and they all for about the money, like the race in the Harry Potter universe. I remember something from the movie, like they worked at the bank. So maybe that's, but then making a beeline towards calling them Jews because of the stereotypes in the real world. That's insane, and you're the game journalist. You get paid to do this shit. And I'm the one who can't find a job.
Hogwarts Legacy is one cisgender streamer getting upset, which reveals the layers of bias around reporting on this game. I love how the writer starts with a little bias of her own towards straight people for some reason. The big news in the wake of Hogwarts Legacy's launch is that a cisgender white girl cried about it. And why are you bringing race into this, bro? Why? Come on, man, I can't keep doing this.
It's everything has to be brought in, every single thing.
Reviews, where after apparently dealing with some harassment in her chat, she got emotional and had to leave the stream, potentially cried.
I know about this. I watched the Pirate Cynical video. So the story is that they Girlfriend Reviews is a channel where a boyfriend and a girlfriend play games. Boyfriend is playing the game and then the girlfriend watches him play the game and she gives a review, hence Girlfriend Reviews. They played this on stream, Hogwarts Legacy, and people came in and started calling them extremely bad words, as well, pro-slavery, pro-Nazi, can tell you, stuff like that, because they were just playing the game. And the guy was saying that the game is kind of, like, monotone and not that interesting to him anyway. He wasn't given a great review for it, and neither was the girlfriend, who was, like, a bit bored watching that being played. So it wasn't a good review for the game, but now they stopped playing because the girl started to cry, because the people that's supposed to be the good guys, right? Because they're supporting trans rights, so they are the good guys by default, making just normal people cry because of the it's bad.
Their allies are now bullies for explaining why they don't support the game. Wrong. No, the people sending death threats and harassing streamers and coming up with websites to harass people
are the good guys, supposedly.
Bullies.
Yes.
Was this person bullied? Did they actually even cry? Neither of these things have any real proof behind them. Dude, she's writing this
Yes, there are.
Downplay any potential harassment that might have occurred.
Were they bullied? Yes, in the chat. You can see it in the chat.
Some of the boycott
wasn't proven.
It's believable that they would say some wild shit to Girlfriend Reviews. Ultimately, they were.
It happened on stream. It happened live.
Then, when even explaining reasons against supporting the game is bullying, what does it even matter? You see what dumb old Stacy is doing here? She's completely willing to make the assumption that the harassment wasn't bad enough for anybody to complain about, but is also assuming that the comments that caused that clip were completely reasonable questions. Remind me again about the layers of bias in game journalism?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, J.K. Rowling basically said, oh yeah, go make the game. Okay, whatever. Just pay me royalties. That was the extent of her involvement. And yet all these people are also willing to attack their own colleagues, other reviewers like IGN, and the game developers themselves. It's like you are just blind firing at everyone involved in this game. Are there trans people
it's
who
like
talk in extremes about this game?
widest
Absolutely.
shotgun in the
For every
world,
example you
just
hit back
going
with
off.
Exactly that happening, we can respond tenfold with what happens to us. This is not a two wrongs make a right situation. It absolutely is.
God.
Thank you for specifying.
Have the
This is
jitters.
like saying, what's that? You're poor? Well, I'm homeless, so your struggle is completely invalid. Enjoy your food stamps. Like, what the fuck? Dude, stop playing the Suffering Olympics. This isn't a competition.
Yeah, Suffering
Streamers are
Olympics,
finding out
people
what's
do that a
happening
lot, and it
transgender on
never
the internet,
helps
shouted at and
anyone.
harassed constantly by playing
Not the ones who
Hogwarts
win,
Legacy,
not the
they
ones who
don't like
lose
it.
in the
What's
Olympics.
that? People don't like being harassed?
I don't believe it.
What? News to me. I love targeted harassment too, and I can tell you're a big fan of it as well. You give off that vibe of like, I enjoy suffering and hope it's...
Can you imagine if the roles were kind of reversed and people who were harassed were trans people? Well, not necessarily trans people, but like these people who are allies of trans people, if they were harassed, how big of a river they would cry about it being harassed, but then when they do it, it's totally fine. Because in their eyes, those people are the enemy or whatever.
Spreads to others. And
I hate doing that. I hate when the roles have to be reversed for it to seem extremely bad.
On Saturday, February 4th, I was made aware of the extensive and blatant ad campaign for Hogwarts Legacy on Twitch, utilizing and interrupting streams to promote this offensive product. Blah, 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 blah. I will not be streaming this game while the ad campaign remains active. I call on every streamer to join me in taking a stance against bigotry, hatred, and those who support such views. I'm trans myself. Can we stop the virtue signaling? No one cares.
True.
This is a really selfish perspective. You're screwing all the good, hardworking people who made the
exactly. There's so many people worked on the game that have no views like that, like the ones that fight against.
And plan on enjoying it myself. Everyone has been waiting for a game like this, and we need to separate JK from the game developers who work endlessly to bring us a masterpiece. Fuck those
Thank you,
developers.
Kylie.
Apparently, I saw a great quote in my comments section. You can say what a good person should be like, or simply be one.
That's a good take. Yeah. That's not a hot take. That's not a hot take. That's just a good ass take.
Every day there's new trans legislation being written to basically eliminate trans people from existence. Y'all are talking about a video game that I'm not even playing. Recognize that this is about engagement on Twitter, a feeling of hopelessness and nothing else. This is the thing, dude. When you confront these people with like, hey, you could actually contribute. Like I did, like I donated to a charity, a trans lifeline on stream, pointed it out, said, hey, donate if you want to boycott the game, then donate that $60 there. And what was
just $2,000 for no reason? Sent it.
I'm broke. Donate money and actually help them. Put your money where your mouth is, or stop bitching and virtue signaling. Nah, I'm not doing either. I want to be mad. I don't want a solution.
Yeah.
Use this platform to promote donating to help trans people, and your response is, "This ain't it, chief." Yeah, they don't.
By helping trans, you're not gonna help trans.
By now. Not a fucking
what you don't get
from any of these boycotters. Not a fucking peep about donating to charity or anything. They're actively shutting down people.
It's not even so stupid. I love it. I hate this.
Want to boycott the game? I respect your viewpoints, but what if I told you people can like Harry Potter but also not agree with or support JK's views?
That's that's non-existent. You can't do that.
Rationally on Twitter.
It will do you no good.
He's right. I don't know who that is. They are right. I know who Mayuri is.
I can't imagine
sure makes sense.
A career in journalism, reviews, or critiques of media and thinking this is ever an acceptable stance to take. Whether or not we want to admit it, it is impossible to talk positively about Hogwarts Legacy without harming a community of human beings.
But then you see
why
the polarizing reviews are coming in where
that makes no sense. My hands are shaking.
They gave it a 1 out of 10. But
it's because I'm sick. Nothing
exactly what
else probably.
That ethics would be tossed away in journalism, where the product would not be reviewed on its own merits.
I want to make it clear to you right now that as a transgender individual, I have no interest in that kind of fairness or objectivity when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy. I feel a moral imperative to oppose it. Ah, yes, the layers of bias in reporting on this game. Hogwarts Legacy cannot and should not be judged on its own merits. Yes,
why?
It absolutely can. That's what I'm going to do.
Not just can, it has to.
Discourse side and a separate video to review it, which I'm going to ignore this topic completely. If you cannot separate the art from the artist, then you have failed your job as a critic, and you should get the fuck out of this
profession. It should be objective.
I think it's safe to say we truly do live in the worst timeline. If IGN, the people that
the inflation man,
like Call of Duty 9s and 10s, and actual good games, are mid-score, they are the ones that are coming out with balanced takes about separating J.K. Rowling from the actual work, the artist from the artist.
I
you can
did
give
watch that video.
A fair and balanced review while acknowledging issues you have with it that are unrelated to the product itself. A good critic can do that, but a hack critic will expose themselves.
You know what would make this game or the Harry Potter universe, whatever this, transphobic? If they would say that inside the world. If it's in a game where there will be maybe a trans character and they would be beaten to death because of their of them being trans, that would be bad. That would be bad. Not because some person who created the universe that people enjoy now said something outside of the universe that she doesn't like. She said her opinion on the trans people. That is probably a bad take. Like, most people could agree that it's a bad take. Does that make the universe worse? No. Like, I don't really enjoy Harry Potter universe, even though I watched every movie, just because I don't... It's a bit illogical for me. It's like... I don't know. I'm running out of time. I have deadline for this video, kind of. Not really.
This article, Percy Ranson, you are a hack.
I just feel bad and I want to end this sooner.
Legacy. The game is mid at best. 1 out of 10. I love that. Yeah, it's mid.
It's mid 1.
It is a little something for everyone.
This is a review. This is an actual review. The story is rooted in anti-Semitic tropes. The gameplay feels outdated. The graphics feel like they're a couple generations behind.
No.
The graphics
no.
are dog shit.
Don't bring him back into this. We need to forget about him. We should leave him in 2022, just like he wants to be Elden Ring B.
That gives the game a 1 out of 10. In only 4 of the 20 paragraphs
who shall not be named.
About the game itself. You are a hack. These people are why trust in game journalism has been eroded.
Yeah.
You have no business reviewing games.
They bring too much politics from outside of the game to talk about the game. It's not a good thing.
A lot of these boycotters, well, some of them
you can do that, sure, in your review, but then you won't be taken seriously. That would be your fault.
Or negotiated with. Some of them just want to watch the world burn. You see, I'm all for people standing up and doing something positive for what they believe in. The problem is you have people in subreddits like r/gaming circle jerk that dilute that vision of positivity and turn it into an attack. They simply echo their opinions in a chamber for karma, for pointless internet points. Points that contribute nothing to the actual cause, but do contribute to their own sense of self-satisfaction.
It was a bad idea to record this, but I am going to finish this.
Likes on Reddit, then I have done something. Then I have done my part. Spoiler alert, you haven't done shit. Stop pretending like you care. Fucking donate to a lifeline. The mod team at r/gaming circle jerk would rather pin spoilers for the game than a fucking charity. These people got no problem.
That's okay. That is bad. Yeah.
Bitching and moaning on Twitter, screeching into the void. But when confronted with something that they can actually do, that has a tangible positive benefit on real people.
I also feel like people say who to boycott the game will see this campaign not working and they will buy the game anyway. Not all of them. Some of them would definitely. That's just human nature in my eyes.
I got, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I just wanted to privately say thank you for actually being a real world change for trans people like me. I don't believe playing a game makes you transphobic. I do believe villainizing people for playing games creates more transphobes.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
People breeds extremism.
Yes.
Awful way to win allies.
I think if you want to make allies in the first place,
Same
there's a saying, right? You catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, right? Like, the moment you get into this point where you're, like, bullying people, they're not really going to want to be an ally. They're going to probably radicalize in an opposite direction, which is the last thing you want.
They would see how toxic your community is and they would want nothing to do with you.
Get more attention and donations. If anything good has come from this line of discussion, it's that. Thank you to the person for sending me this incredible message. It's good to know I did the right thing. After I donated $2,000 to that hotline on stream,
I'm nowhere to say anything about it because I am not trans and I didn't pay anything. So
Gaming Circle Jerk's reaction to that was,
I think I can't from Russia.
Wild guess. Come on now,
bender.
lads. Actman is still the no politics in my video guy. A KKK member could come on here and say trans rights and white trans people will just go, redemption arc? Yes. They compared me to a KKK member. That's what they did. In the famous words of Rage Against the Machine, know your enemy. And if you go into the comments on this Reddit post, nobody is talking about donating to charity or raising money. None of them. I don't even know why you'd want to claim Actman. Dude is annoying and makes gamer bro content. That's my point. We should not let gestures like these, no matter how right they are on their own, blind us and praise shite content creators. Remember, guys, we still hate the Actman. We have to hate. r/gaming circle jerk. If you're going to sit there and let me donate more money,
that's a bad take. I mean, it's a video title, I guess.
Then what does that say about you?
You've become exactly what you hate. A monster.
Yeah.
For the most part, the people getting Hogwarts Legacy, it doesn't mean anything to them except they just like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
They're not sharing any views with anyone.
They might not even like Harry Potter yet.
People with baseless labels.
It might be their first time knowing about this world. They just saw a magic
Someday you can
game.
understand that. In the meantime, I'm gonna be in Hogwarts. Bitch.
So, in conclusion,
Making a legacy.
just because you
Should
are
have said
boycotting
that.
something that you feel is a moral imperative does not mean you can act like a shitty person and everyone should just excuse that. I know this video was a bit out there for what I typically post on the main channel. Rest assured, this is not a new direction for the channel.
Yeah, it's
or
less
anything.
about the hot
I
takes
really
of the
just
game,
had to
but
vent on this
I knew
because
it
the amount
going
of
in. Probably
stupidity
everybody did.
And shitheads I saw was just sparked a fire in my heart. I think at this point we should
Understandably
actively
so.
ignore this discourse because I want to get back to talking about video games, mechanics, and deep, thoughtful analysis of this hobby I love that I
Okay.
turned into a career. We're going to get back to that. And we're going to leave this in the past where it belongs. You're not a bad or a hateful
I want to
person
end this
for playing
sooner because I
Hogwarts
am on.
Legacy. The developers are
I
not
need
bigots and transphobes
something
for
to do
developing
very,
the
very
game.
soon. I'm running
And
out
you're
of
not a
time for
bad
this video.
person for simply
Just wanted to
boycotting
record
and
it.
refusing
Found
to
the only
play the
time
game.
possible
Just
now.
remember that the ends do not
And I
always
feel bad.
justify the means. But thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and
But okay. Last thoughts, maybe a couple minutes. You by acting toxic, by being extremely toxic, doesn't matter if you think you're acting toxic for the right reasons. You're still being toxic, and that's gonna bring only problems and like not gonna bring you any allies or whatever that you want. It's gonna do the opposite. There are probably people who were allied with you and your actions that are just kind of left the community or being like, I don't know what to call it, allies. But my time is up. I'm sorry. I have to go. If you can hear it, I have to leave. Thank you everybody for watching this. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.